Fireworks off of turns 3 and 4. The Southern 500 is underway.
Nine on the front row. It's like two old school 48s.
Well, the field approaching the Geico restart zone. Back underway. Alex Bowman trying to stay off of teammate Chase Elliott as they work their way through 1 and 2.
Carl, pit road, Parker.
Right, guys, a little earlier than they wanted to be. I believe he thought he had a tire going down with 3 of Austin Dillon, so came down pit road here to get those changed.
Absolutely out of control. He said, I have no control of this thing. It's on top of the racetrack, way too free. So the early side of the window, Adam Stevens brings him down pit road.
Must be a trend, Marty. Alex Bowman reporting the same thing, this 88 right now. Just very free, especially in turns 3 and 4. Really trying to hang on the back end. His 4 tires. You see the adjustment there in the right rear for Alex Bowman.
So a little bit early, Steve, for these guys to be coming to pit road, or did Austin Dillon maybe force everyone's hands?
4 Goodyear tires and Sunoco fuel.
Chase Elliott hits his stall, Dave, the #1 stall here on pit road. You saw that track bar adjustment. That's to tighten up the race car. Everyone kind of complaining about the same thing on run number 2 they had in run number 1.
Kind of in the middle, just a couple laps before they were planning, Dave.
This car took off really well. That was Martin Truex Jr. behind the wheel of the 19.
Most importantly for Martin Truex Jr., it will be a playoff point. That means 1 point that could move with him into the next round, because all playoff points will do that. Martin Truex Jr. MTJ gets the green and white checkered flag. And here's that battle between the 1 and 88, and Kurt Busch is going to hang on. 5th place in stage 1.
Nice work. And a set of tires. I mean, that right there could really play out well for that team late in this race if the cautions fall the right way.
Stayed out on tires and maintained. Great job, great call, great driving.
Oh, the 12 car on pit road. Blaney, as the field gets the green. Truex leads them down into turn 1. Denny Hamlin on his inside.
They had to get the wrong side, but might have got some lefts on the right side there or something.
And his car got tight throughout the end of that run, but up on the wall where he likes to run sometimes, the car is loose. So handle that, Cliff Daniels. Little adjustments going on here. Air pressure for sure.
Austin Dillon also, slides to a stall right there. Ended up perfectly. He's been very tight. You see those brake loaders blowing, having to try and counter that car into turn 3. It's going to be 4 tires for Austin Dillon in the 3 car and tighten it up with air pressure adjustment.
I didn't know I was with a bunch of conspiracy theories guys up here. I mean, it's one position and it's team orders, and oh my goodness, that's the way it goes. It is. Every point matters in this game right now.
Stage 1 on MTJ, come on.
Truex winning stage 2 here at Darlington. Denny Hamlin, Harvick, Bowman, Johnson, Kyle Busch, Eric Jones, Austin Dillon running in 8th place, having a great run tonight. Clint Boyer, Kurt Busch going to take 10th. All those guys gaining some valuable points.
Thank you, Rutt. And getting ready for the start of the final stage.
Well, big stack up on the inside line.
That's a messy restart for a lot of guys. It looks like there's some trouble on the car back here. The 32.
Spoken, got into the back of somebody there.
Yeah, knocked the radiator out of that car. Or LaJoy.
So LaJoy looks like he's going to have to maybe limp it around and see if he can get it to pit road. They come out of 4 and ready to go back up through the gears. Final stage underway. The first race of the playoffs.
Kyle Busch on that bottom lane. Going to clear Denny Hamlin right there. Going to jump up in front of him. Now taking a look at Truex, trying to drive underneath him.
For the
Strong
lead.
move.
Here he comes. Kyle Busch to the inside. Martin Truex Jr. on the outside. Momentum carries him past.
Really strong night for Jimmy Johnson in the 48, one of the non-playoff drivers. He'll make it a 2-stop in the final stage. This one coming with 84 to go.
Austin Dillon in the 3. Now he is concerned about points, but he's going to throw a little gamble. I like this as well, Parker.
Right, Justin Alexander told me earlier today, this is something this team's willing to do. Be aggressive, especially with this strategy. And that's what you're seeing here on 3 team being one of the first on pit road.
Rick, 3 years, Justin Alexander and Austin Dillon were paired together. All 3 years they make the playoff.
Alex Bowman also coming down pit road. We talked about that slow stop he had before, over 20 seconds, taking him out of the top 5. He's fought a bit of a tight condition at the start of runs, and then it builds loose throughout the run. So trying to get some new tires here early and make up some time.
Harvick has now made it to pit road in the 4 car. That paint scheme on number 4 is, of course, a throwback to Busch Beer that was the sponsor of what is now the Xfinity Series back in, well, for so long. And they threw it back this weekend to honor them.
Elliott got some track position back. Well, he got it on that run. And Chase said right before coming to pit road, best we've been all night. This coming from a guy who led 81 laps early on. So, yes, they have fixed the right rear damage for Chase Elliott. And now we're getting a green flag pit stop here at Darlington with no changes for Chase Elliott. So much happier with the car. We'll see if they can keep that track position they have now gained, Parker.
See Eric Almirola coming down pit road to join these leaders on pit road. He's really been happy with that car, but at times it started to loosen up towards the end of the run. That's exactly what happened on this last run, especially off turn 2 as the temperatures drop. That car is just over-rotating. He tries to get off the corner. You see the adjustment in the right rear.
See William Byron making his way down pit road. Boy, they lost the track position and have not been able to get it back. Struggling with the handling of the race car. 2 free at the end of runs for William Byron. Hoping they can gain a little track position through this set of green flag stops coming down with 79 to go in the Southern 500.
He'll get 4 fresh Goodyear tires. Again, as Marty pointed out, other crew chiefs are watching this. When they see what we saw coming off of Clint Boyer's car, they might adjust just by a couple laps, Parker. Truex onto pit road early in, just past the gap, and he will get 4 fresh Goodyear tires, so needed right now with 60 to go. Remember that scenario I talked about in 2017? I believe it was 69 laps he tried to run at the end of the race, and the tire came apart just before then. So, Marty, this could work out.
The 9 car just drives away. Look at 19 on the high side. Got some great momentum here. Chase to the bottom. Interesting choice.
Can't believe Chase Gavin did that. Slowed down that much. Truex will get a run on him. Going to try the inside into 1.
Huge run by the 19. Martin Truex Jr. fighting for the lead.
In the
Both
wall.
of them into the wall.
Clear.
Both of them into the wall.
That's hard damage. Both of those guys hit really hard. How far back is Harvick?
5 seconds.
See if Elliott can stay on track, but Harvick has already gotten by him.
You can see the right rear tire that came off flat. Probably just right sides here. I don't know why you would change lefts at this point unless they think they need him to keep back up. My concern right now is where's the 9 of Chase Elliott? I think Harvick has taken the lead. The 9 is back to 3rd.
He wants to concentrate more on calling the races. Well, when you win 7 races, on the bottom of the racetrack, Kevin Harvick trying to hold up Austin Dillon. The last charge by Dillon. He comes up a 4. Harvick's still going to win. Harvick wins the Southern 500.
What a fight! Way to fight! Heck yeah! I don't even know how we did that. Great job!